Hello everyone, this is Kevin, the entrepreneur. This is a just chillin' live stream. I cannot guarantee this video will have any entertainment value whatsoever. After the fact, I cannot guarantee anything significantly important will be talked about. If something significant is discussed at any point during the live stream, guess what? I will make a separate video, so do not feel like you have to watch this entire recorded live stream afterwards for important information. However, for those of you who might be watching live, well, we're just going to chill. We're just going to chill and I guess hopefully have a good time. Hey, Romeo, what's up? Hey, Miss Gina, you are in the house. How are you doing? So, we've got 6 people. Hopefully there'll be a few more. You know, like I said, this video is not going to be about anything in particular. We're just going to do a chill live stream, Q&A. How's the weather? How you doing today? Does anyone think The Simpsons is still funny? I would love to know. Hey, Lyft Lawyer, how you doing? Love your channel. Looking forward to more of your videos. DK, free. Oh, are you talking about the free movie passes that I'm going to be giving out? Yes. During the live stream at one point, I will put a link in the chat and 2 people will get free 1 month subscriptions to MoviePass today. No particular reason, just figured I was just given a couple to give out and I'm going to do that with you guys. So because all my friends have MoviePass because they go to the movies with me and they needed to sign for MoviePass because to go to the movies with me is normally very expensive. So, oh, Transporter Tech, hey, how you doing? And Dark Road Run, how's my favorite moderator doing? Just to let you guys know, Dark Road Run is doing some very interesting videos on his channel where he sings terms of services to songs. It's very interesting. Hey, Driver Steve, how you doing? So, and apparently people are really enjoying those videos. So, Kevin and DRR, yep, we are both in the same live chat. Hey, Albert, how you doing? So, anyway, I guess we'll start with something that was kind of noticing. Not that Romeo, you watch Uber Dude? I don't know if I know if is Uber Dude a separate channel or are you talking about Uber Man? It's always hard to tell when people. So, but anyway, YouTuber. No, but I'm always willing to check him out. Let's see here. I will just look him up now. Uber Dude. Uber Dude. Okay, there's the channel. Um, okay. This could be a good channel. I will. Oh, he has almost 3,000. Okay, well, I better subscribe to him then. I feel like I might be missing something. So I always like to subscribe to um most of the rideshare YouTubers out there, kind of see how they're doing. Okay, Driver Steve said, I switched to the Maven Give program from Lyft Drive Express last week. I'm loving the free gas and electric charge with a Chevy Bolt EV. I have never heard of the Maven Give program. I did at one point consider getting an electric vehicle specifically for rideshare, but there were a few issues with that. The first issue with that, they didn't get very. Actually, pretty much the main issue was that you didn't get a lot of miles on on the vehicle. Like I think most of the electric vehicles capped out at 200, 250 miles, and not only can that leave you woefully underprepared for ride sharing, but since I like to drive to Sacramento, it wasn't a great deal for me. But apparently, this Maven Gig program is through GM. I will have to look that up to see what it is and how it works. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Romeo says, "How's Katie?" Well, Katie is doing fine for the most part. So, you know, she's had to. Unfortunately, she's had to deal with some stress in the email box, which that's about So I've told her to not be reading comments for the near future, but otherwise she's doing very good. So Lyft Lawyer says, "Are you feeling better these days? Thinking of you, I am feeling much better these days, all things considered. And I have lost 9 pounds. The doctor said that if I lost between 20 to 30 pounds, I could be in a very good position for the diabetes to be reversed. So I'm making pretty good progress now. I've been told that there might be a little bit of stalling at some point because the body, of course, adapts to your new eating habits. And I changed my eating habits drastically enough for it to be noticeable pretty fast. But who knows? Just who who knows in a couple weeks. So something tells me when there will be a point where I'm not losing weight for a couple weeks, and then I will have to step up my game. So let's see here. Thanks. I'm proud of me too. I have to say it's pretty yeah, it's pretty interesting what you learn to do. I actually got back into walking today because I hadn't walked for a few days, and while I was walking, I decided to give Peterson a call, see how he was doing, and he's doing fine, everyone. I can't tell you what we talked about, but he is doing much better now, so I was happy to hear that. And yeah, that helped make my back is itching all of a sudden. That helped the walk go by really fast, but according to my Fitbit, I burned 355 calories on that walk, which was interesting because until that point, I had actually devoured less than 300 calories. So for the first day since I started eating less, I actually burned every calorie and then some that I consumed that day. So let's see here. Um, Driver Steve, awesome on your weight loss. And he's just saying, a lot of us need to lose weight. It's just the older we get, the more we gain, the harder it is to lose it. So as long as you don't lose too much weight, because that can be a bad thing too, but I don't think I'm in danger of losing too much weight anytime soon. But I like my face being thinned down. I like not having a third chin. It's very nice. Let's see here. Romeo says, people not like the statuses in the rideshare and the gigi jobs. I don't know if I really understand what that comment means, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it's people not like the statuses in the rideshare and gigi jobs. Is that in reference to people don't like the fact that they're independent contractors, or that they don't like that they might be classified as employees soon? Well, sorry, Perry's doing something funny. So, all right, do I have any other questions? Let's see here. Anti-Uber drunk text. Oh, is it a drunk text? I don't want to assume that. Let's not assume that. That's a little mean. So, anyway, I guess the big topic that I've been talking about and will continue to talk about is the upfront surge pricing has been coming to a lot of cities. A lot of it launched today in several states and several key cities. So I guess a question I have for some of you guys, are you OC, is that Orange County? Oh shoot, if that's Orange County, then I guess it's here. Now I'm now I'm really not going to be driving anytime soon. Ah, crud. Well, so I don't know how many markets it is in, but it looks like they just ripped the Band-Aid off. They're just putting it all out there. So I guess my question for all of you guys is how many of you make a majority of your money on Surge? Let's see here. Albert said, I took a 10 mile for an extra $6.50, but I don't know how much they charge. Lyft Lawyer says, New Orleans didn't even have line or pool yet, so I'm hoping that they don't start upfront pricing either. Yeah, no. Boy, you're lucky you don't have Uber Pool or Uber Line. Those things suck. DK says about 50%. $6.50 extra for a 10-mile ride is not bad, but you're right. We don't know what they're charging the passenger because I've taken some 40, gotten some $30 to $40 surges from 10-mile rides because they were just high. So the Lyft lawyer says, as a part-time driver, I make most of my money on surge, which is how I've been encouraging people to do it for a long, long time. And now it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Oh, see, you say upfront pricing might take me off the road. I'm wondering if it's going to take a lot of people off the road. Like one of the things I can discuss that I was talking about Peterson today is like I said, I'm going to be very fascinated to find out how many drivers actually stop driving because we almost had a mass driver exodus when Uber did the something that we've been wanting to do for a long time a few months ago. They raised the rates, but they didn't give the drivers anything in like Florida and some other. Hey, Terry Tips, how you doing? I love your commercial about Uber. That is the actual Uber experience. But getting back to what I was saying, that was the first time I think we came very, very close to a mass exodus from the drivers. And now was this upfront surge pricing where I think people are going to find 50 to 60% of their surge taken away from Uber and they're going to be making a quarter of what they were making. Like even the people who make 2,000 a month, I'm not talking about anyone in particular. But those people who make 2 to 3,000 a month, I wonder how much of that is surge because if it's a lot of it's surge because it probably is, they're gonna find their earnings cut down drastically. And Mana, I will tell you how you can win the MoviePass soon. Boy, a lot of people just came in all of a sudden. So, okay, so let me go back up a little bit. Ian's here. Thank you. Uber pool started in Sydney recently. Hasn't been welcomed by many drivers. Yeah, well, I wish that mattered. Maybe it wouldn't stick around if the driver's opinion mattered. Mana's here. How you doing? George Gonzalez. Good evening. And James, I'm happy to see you here too. Okay, DK says, I'll drive for the first few weeks with the upfront numbers are getting, but once they drop as usual, I'm done. Okay, what DK is referring to in that is that when they have launched the upfront surge pricing, they have actually been usually pretty generous in what you get, and people have been finding getting $12, $15 extra for like 2-mile rides. So under those circumstances, upfront surge is a really, really good deal. Problem is, they found out that as always, it goes down at some point, and soon they're getting like $2 or $5 more for a trip for long trips at 2 in the morning when in the past they were normally getting high surge. James says I'm gone. So Ultra L AL, hey, how you doing? Albert says, but if drivers are smart, they won't drive at 2 a.m. after the bars. And yes, that's another thing I'm wondering. With the upfront surge pricing being considerably lower than it is, how many people are going to be sticking out for the bar hours, which used to be very lucrative, but now are not only not as lucrative, but they are potentially very, very dangerous. Like it's starting to become more and more of a common thing that this is a dangerous job that we do, and to not have the surge at 2 or 3 in the morning, which is when I used to drive most of the time, then how many drivers are going to get on the road? Hey, Eric, how you doing? Mana said, new enhanced background got me fired from Uber. Sorry to hear that. Ultra AL said, doom and gloom with Uber. Look, I can't help that, guys. There's not a lot of good things to talk about them. Let's see here. What do you know about enhanced background check? I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I don't know anything. James says, oh, I was referring to Terry doing the pull-off. Oh, yeah. Terry's got a great channel. If everyone isn't subscribed to him, you should. Lyft Lawyer says, background checks are okay. They do a good job, but they're erroneously kicking off perfectly fine. Oh, I agree. And it's usually because of the star grading system, which now that they've updated that so that people can rate mid-trip, which is bizarre. How do you know if you're really going to truly like the ride mid-trip or that something won't go wrong? Then, yeah. Albert says, yes, unless they are giving you a $20 or $40, maybe. Haha, but I doubt it. Nana said, down drive for lifts. Oh, Fritz Duval. Yeah, yeah, he sent some pretty nasty comments that got Katie very, very upset. So, Dark Road Run, if you can kick him off the channel, that would be great. I frankly don't feel like dealing with him. So, actually, can I do that here? Maybe I can just no, I can't. So, yeah, Dark Road Run, just ban him. Ban him. We don't need him here. He can go watch some other person's channel. So, it's gonna be, yeah, I think this is gonna be a disaster. And the thing was, when I was like starting the protesting Uber, when I stopped driving for Uber, I was doing it and I was trying to tell people, guys, you wanna protest this before it comes to your market, because if Uber starts suffering because of something that might come to their area, maybe they'll catch on, but nobody wanted to do that because it wasn't in their area yet. Well, now it's in your area. So good luck dealing with it. Tayona James, I hope I pronounced that correctly, said, I drive late nights, but in a small town. I'm currently passing out personal cards for private drives, especially since Uber looks to be phasing themselves out. Uber could very easily phase themselves out with this change. This is the one that I believe will hurt. But I don't know. Ultra AL says, I'm staying tuned for Ata and Guana. Keep driving till you're no longer worth it or I find a better gig. Mana said, definitely not as much people on Lyft platform here in Chicago, especially locally where I live. What the F? Almost instantly, I would get a ping. Now with Lyft, 15 minutes plus usually for a ping. Ultra LA said, thank you. We have 27 people watching. I think it's a good time for MoviePass. So, let me do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include a link in the chat. And the link is good for 2 people to get a free oh geez, sorry guys, we're gonna have to wait a few minutes because my browser is having problems. So, but we will be getting to it soon. The Lyft lawyer says Uber has too much VC banking at this point to fail, unfortunately. Well, there's a lot of companies that have been failing that were previously too big to fail. So let's just keep that in mind. You're never too big to fail, especially when you're not profitable. Although Uber did post a profit of 2.5 million today, so maybe they're getting there. Oh, your name's Al. Kevin Joseph says, can't believe Lyft is stealing fare. Well, I wish they weren't, but unfortunately they've kind of... I was talking to someone about this, and this is what's really strange about the whole thing, because why hasn't Lyft and Uber been brought into court or something over price fixing? I mean, I personally believe they're not the same company. I truly believe they are not the same company. But think about it. Have you ever seen 2 companies that more blatantly mimic each other than Uber and Lyft? Uber and Lyft. I'm just going to restart the computer, folks. The browser is just giving me a total nightmare right now. One company does something, then the other does something. Like Lyft makes Lyft line, Uber makes Uber pool. Uber lowers the rates, Lyft lowers the rates. I mean, it is so strange. Like, it's so blatant that they're copying each other that why hasn't price fixing concerns been brought up with these 2 companies? It's bizarre. Oh yeah, DK points out Enron. Yeah, they were a company that were way too big to fail. And as you saw in the Oscar-nominated documentary, Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room, they weren't too big to fail. That movie should have won the Academy Award, but there was a movie about marching penguins that came out that year, so... Okay, Eric says, I don't remember if it was your channel or Uberman, but there was some trolls talking about if we go on strike on Patrick's Day, they were going to rake in all the money for themselves because of high demand. Now, thinking back to that message makes me laugh, and I feel sorry for the guys because with this Upfront surge, that's not possible. No, you're right. It is not possible. It really isn't. And I think both me and Uberman said not to drive St. Patrick's Day, but we said this is the start. If you want to start with the with basically protesting what Uber was doing, you have to start now. And well, some people didn't. So the good thing is the browser is working again, guys. So I think, oh geez, Spotify. I really got to take Spotify off the computer. I barely use it, and I'm gonna put this down for just 1 second, folks. Just 1 second. Sorry, I know it's not a great um, but I. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just needed to do something real quick. All right. Mana says Lyft copies everything from Uber. Namli says Monopoly, my other favorite moderator, is in the house. Driver Steve said one passenger pointed out how much she DK says because it would force local governments to side with taxi unions. Okay, Lyft lawyer, because she's an actual lawyer, says I think with price fixing you have to prove collusion. In other words, one CEO emailing another, hard to prove. Yeah, well, I know it's hard to prove, but you know. Yeah. So anyway, guys, the browser is working again. All right, there's the link, and I haven't pressed enter yet. So here's the thing. This link is good for 2 people to sign up for a month of MoviePass for free. Whoever signs up first obviously gets the MoviePass. And this baby will save you a lot of money at the theaters. So I am going to press enter. And best of luck. Please let me know who gets it. And we're going to continue with the live stream. So, okay. Albert Tampia says Uber and OC is 89 cents a mile. Lyft is $1.06. Well, at least it's $1. Kevin Joseph says, I think Uber and Lyft are owned by the same person. I don't believe that, but it's so strange looking. Ultra Al said, Lyft and Uber is a duopoly, no competition. No, they don't. Driver Steve said, one passenger had pointed out to me that she paid $65 and the app and Lyft showed me $48. We couldn't figure it out. Upfront pricing. They charge for miles that you didn't get. So I'm going to put the link one more time for the people who just showed up. But let's hear. New guy, hamster rideshare guy said they are in cahoots together. I do doubt that, but I think Lyft kind of realized if they just stayed in Uber's shadow, then, you know, it'd be good. MS Silverhammer said Uber taking 40% to 70% of fares, plus by imposing fare increases for riders, has led them to their first profit. Oh, I forgot. Also, lack of rate increase to majority of drivers. Yep, I agree. It's like, dude, just go to Task Manager, Control Delete, hit Startup, click. Well, what I have to do is I have to remove Spotify from my computer because I almost never use it, but every time I restart the computer, it starts up automatically. So, oh, I see. That's what you're saying. Oh, thanks, Albert. Well, if you can get the MoviePass, though, then good luck. Ali says, you remind me of my early American history professor. Oh, I hope that's a good thing. Yeah, DK, the first month is free. That's, I mean, it wasn't, he didn't think it was going to be a forever thing. I said 1 month of MoviePass for free. And then afterwards you got to pay. But it's $10 a month. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I'm always amazed when people, frankly, don't have MoviePass. It's like, in my area, you just have to see one movie a month, and it pays for itself. You save money. Anti-Uber. I haven't seen... Liftler says, go to bed, get ready for my day job, but love your channel. Have a great night, y'all. All right, good night, Lyft Lawyer. And by the way, I'm going to be sending you email through the YouTube messages, so make sure to check for that when you get the chance. All right, so it has been a little quiet. I wonder if everyone's trying to get the MoviePass subscription. So... let's see here. DK said, yeah, it's a great deal, but then Uber owns your info. Yes, they bought MoviePass. I don't think Uber owns MoviePass. Oh, I'm Driver Steve. I'm actually glad you're one of the people who got it. It's Amazon. Thanks for the MoviePass, Kevin, but I'm boycotting MoviePass just as you were boycotting Amazon. Too much spying and control over how you use the pass. In my humble opinion, most movies suck anyway. Well, that's fine. Okay, Namli didn't get it. Um, guys, I know that they're collecting the info, but you know what? For $10, and I'm saving like $100 or so a month. They can have the information. Frankly, they want my movie viewing habits, and I see so many different movies and so many different kinds of movies that frankly that information is useless to them. So yeah, actually, my parents, we had like a discussion and they were realizing for the first time that their phones spied on them. Like then they talked about certain things like on Facebook or their Google push notifications, they would be notified of what they were talking about. And there's that whole situation with Amazon spying on you and giving your information to the police, which I did make a video about, but it hasn't gone up because I felt Lyft testing out the upfront prime pricing was a bigger story than that. So you're welcome, Driver Steve. So who's the second person that got the MoviePass? I'm wondering who is the second person? Lyft lawyer? Did she get it and not tell us? Oh, sorry, Queen Brooksy. Let's see here. Oh, Kevin Joseph. Awesome. So Kevin and Driver Steve got the MoviePasses. Awesome. Mana said, "You get anything for referring?" No, I do not. I just I happen to have like 7 MoviePass trials to give out with 3 different links. So this was this was one of the links, and it had 2 on it. So so in a future live stream, I will be giving out more MoviePasses. So I'm happy to do it. It's a great service. Also, full disclosure, folks, I am a shareholder in MoviePass. I have 200 shares of MoviePass stock, so I benefit a little if you keep the membership and you keep the company alive. But for the time being, the membership's just a free gift from me to you. I like giving out free things. I was going to give out a digital copy of Jurassic World for this live stream, but frankly, I thought this was a little cooler. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, Kevin, that was smart. The autofill, that was like Randy did video about Uber and MoviePass. I somehow doubt that, but I mean, of course I'll look, because why wouldn't I? But it's just oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome for the movie. I'd like to see here. Driver Steve, I watch movies all the time, so it's good. Yeah. Now, in full disclosure, I should probably mention that I believe the free trial is either 3 free movies or the first month 3, depending what comes first. And after that, you got to subscribe. But at the very least, you get 3 free movies out of the deal. So, you can do Avengers and Deadpool 2 and Solo, and you can call that a day, or you can skip Solo or Avengers and see Incredibles 2. So let's see here. MS Silverhand said, since you are a MoviePass owner, can you demand that the CEO stop spying and trying to control everyone's use of the pass? No, I can't. I don't own enough shares to make those kind of demands. And the thing is, here's the thing: the spying, that is how they're going to make their money. That is why it can be so cheap. If they weren't doing that, then the pass would be a lot more expensive. Hence, you can use Cinemia. Cinemia is a good alternative if you don't want to use MoviePass. Also, trying to control everyone's use of the pass, they have a right to control it to some extent. Some people say, well, why should they limit what I use the pass for? It's like they don't want people using the pass to buy snacks or gas. They don't want, and if people are using the pass to the same movie over and over again, that's just bleeding them dry, and you know. So I understand why they limit the pass because the thing is, keep in mind this movie pass card, and I'm trying to hide it so that you don't see my numbers. Um, it's a MasterCard, so you can use it for everything. Oh, hey, Uberman, yeah. Well, you kind of missed the giveaway. Sorry. Check in the next live stream for more though. uh, so because the MoviePass card is a MasterCard, as long as you check into a movie, you can theoretically use it for anything you want. That's why they have you take pictures of the ticket stubs and everything. Yep, Uberman's in the house, and Uberman got a Prius for $910. Like, man, I want a Prius. I actually would probably start doing rideshare again a little bit if I had a Prius. So, hmm, Chevy Guy 03. Hey, Dark Road Run, why don't you remove Chevy Guy from the chat? uh, oh, you're starting Lyft soon. Yeah, no. Guys, let me say one thing. I know I say that rideshare is not worth doing for the most part. I definitely take that back a little bit if you have a Prius. Priuses definitely help make it worthwhile. Hey, oh, awesome. You're going to actually have videos that are not car repair related. Awesome. Cuz hey, I'm happy for your success, man, but I am not a car person. I'm not, I have to be honest, so so Driver Steve, I might sign up for Uber soon and try Maestro app. Well, Driver Steve, if you sign up for Uber, referral link below, you know, starting a series on it, that would be good. Maybe you can, Uberman, maybe, or Randy. I guess I can call you Randy. We're pretty much on pretty form. I guess we're friends at this point, right? Maybe you should rename your channel to Rideshare Man. Maybe. Just a thought. I understand why you're not changing the channel name, just, I just have to throw that out there with everyone else. How much I make on Lyft driving a $900 Prius? Let's see. Yeah, no, I have actually been saving for a Prius for a while. I don't know how seriously I'm saving for it now because now that I'm not driving Uber or Lyft as much, the urgency to get it has kind of lessened just a little bit. But ultimately it would probably still be nice because even with me driving less, I don't think I'd be using too much gas, so it would probably still be a good investment. Let's see here. Blazer said, I don't understand how can any of you drive or Uber Lyft without even knowing how to change your own brakes and oil. Kind of like how people can use a computer and not know how to program for DOS. There's just other people who do it for you. Let's see here. George said, are you still getting my good referrals? My market pays me $25 for referrals. Well, someone signed up for a Lyft referral recently, and I'm getting $350 for that. Someone also signed up for a referral on Lyft, and I would have gotten like $550 for that, but after 6 rides, I guess he decided it wasn't for him because he hasn't been driving, so. If you need another mod, I'll help. Awesome. Let's see here. Gas is nothing, man. Grab an old one. Yeah, I will probably grab an old Prius. Ali says, when the law will be implemented in California about the drivers going to be employees, I don't know, but I will keep you up to date when I hear about it. So, Mana said, watch YouTube videos for all the brakes and oil. Oil changes are so cheap. I get them for $20. I'll let someone else deal with it, honestly. Let's see here. Namely says, I want a Tesla. Yeah, the Tesla. Oh, boy. Tesla would be Tesla's kind of my dream car. That's the one electric car that gets the kind of miles I need to do what I need to do. But it's super expensive. And the ironic thing about the Tesla, and maybe this will change at some point, is that the Tesla car is priced out away. It's priced too high for the very people it was designed to help. So let's see here. Let's see here. People just pay others maintenance for work for all good. LL have maintenance. You know what? You know what, Vilizar? It's $20, $30, depending on whether or not I have a coupon. Whatever. It's like my time's worth more than that. So let's see here. MS Silverhair said gas prices have risen again just in time for Memorial Day holiday as planned by oil companies. Well, that's always how it works. Kevin Joseph said these apps will fill pockets and be allowed to take advantage of drivers in Cali. Pound Sand, does it employee mean hourly pay? That's, yeah, probably good. A good guess. Yeah, I think you would get hourly pay if you're an employee. Joseph Smith, there should be a panic button on the app to not only alert 911, but to alert all drivers so we can head to the panic area and assess the driver. Interesting thought. Malachi said I could use one for my Christmas gift, Kevin. Yep, so could I. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Randy, I think he was okay. He knows that there's a panic button, but he knows it just calls 911. He's saying that if you press it, it should also call the other drivers that can help, which, yeah, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, so that's probably not going to happen. Emma Silverhander, do you think the app that sponsors you is better than Maestro? I have to say with a straight face, yes, they are, because they are definitely paying me, but Maestro can pay me too. Anyway, let's see here. Did Uber XL driver fare drop in the last few weeks? I don't know. I don't drive for XL. Driver Steve said, go all electric. You should really look into it more, not just write it off as a good way to go. Well, look, I looked into the all electric vehicles, and as stated earlier in the video, most of the vehicles only got 200 to 250 miles per charge, which is just simply too little for me for rideshare or the road trips I like to do. So yeah, the Nissan Leaf was something that I looked at. It's not going to work for my needs, to be perfectly honest, although I really wish it did because it's in the price range. Let's see here. Well, let's try this question. Have you used Maestro or the one that is your sponsor? I have used both. I have used both. Let's see here. Ali Risby says, are we going to go on strike if Uber expand the upfront pricing surge? Guys, I think you missed your chance to strike. I think you did. You should have struck before it spread. You knew it was coming. If the upfront pricing is going to be a problem for you, and I think it will be because people are going to be making a lot less money, then I think you just need to leave. You just need to leave. So, anyway, yeah. Malachi said, listen, everybody, striking right now, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's time to do what you can make the money invested in something else and move on. Yeah, well, yeah, you just need them. But it's making it hard because there's only two companies, and Lyft is preparing their own upfront surge pricing. So that's what makes it hard. I know there's Bounce in San Diego, but they're not here. They're almost nowhere yet. Although if you want to sign up for Bounce, again, referral link below. So, part-time driver said upfront ride fares would be better. Yeah, Randy. How about riding with Peterson? Well, Randy, oh yeah, you weren't here earlier. So I actually called Peterson today. I called me and you, Lancey, had like a probably an hour and a half discussion, and I don't want to go through everything that was discussed for privacy concerns, but I can tell you very confidently and share with you confidently that he is doing much better and he is going to be just fine. He has something he's working on. He will announce what that is on his channel, and I can tell you not to worry about him. He will definitely be in a good position. I called him today because I wanted to see how he was doing because I've made some friends through this. I mean, it's kind of interesting because the more collaborations you do with other YouTubers and the more you talk to them, you kind of stop seeing them um as entertainers and commentators. You start seeing them as friends. So when you watch a video like Peterson's, you're really checking up on to see how your friend is doing, and then it's like, oh God, shoot, that's terrible. So I called him today to find out how he's doing. I wanted to give him a couple days, and he is doing fine. So just to put your mind at ease. Um, Malachi said, "Yes, I understand you saying, Kevin, but have you talked to her? A ship is a festival recently." And thank you, Al. Kevin just said, "Why can't we get paid 190 per mile? So it'll be cheaper than taxi, better service." I don't know. Ask Uber. Let's see here. Uber said, "Perfect. I was going to help. I like the guy." Yeah, I was thinking of helping him somehow myself, but it turns out that will not be necessary. He again, I can't say what's going on. He will share that information with the public when he has the chance, but he he's definitely in a good position right now. Um let's see here. Hope he doesn't give up his channel. He's got a great voice of people. I'm not going to tell you what he's doing with his channel, but even if I was uncomfortable with, even if I didn't like what he told me about his channel, I would ensure he was on the podcast once in a while because people really liked him on the podcast. So um, I do believe his channel should be much bigger. It should definitely be bigger than some channels are, but you know, we all got to work it. We all got to do it. And what's nice about his channel, aside from the fact that he seems like a very nice guy, he's one of the few channels that tackles the Uber Select and Black market, which, because most people who drive Select and Black don't make YouTube videos. They've got better. They're too busy working, and he does. So that's a service that people like me can't afford. So it's good that he's there. Yes, Melvin Peterson is doing okay. So yeah. So yeah, Dark Road Runner Uberman, kick Carlos Martinez off the channel. Why don't you? You guys are mods. Peterson's channel name is Ride with Peterson, which I have to be honest, I can take a little bit of credit. When I gave him a shout out, he was able to get enough subscribers from my channel to have his channel be monetized again. So thank you everyone who took my advice. When I first saw his channel, it's like, boy, this is way too good to be just 800 subs. Oh yeah, Uberman, you're a mod. Yeah, you're a mod, so you have the power. I have no idea what that feels like, but so, what do you think about the bearded guy making 2K a month driving for Uber? Well, there's some people who do make 2,000 a month driving for Uber, and you can do it, and you know what? If you can do it, good for you. And I will say, all honesty, no sarcasm whatsoever in this. I am a little concerned about the people who are making 2,000 a week because with the upfront surge changing, it really depends how much in surge that is. But like if half of that is surge, then they're going to get hit hard. So this affects everybody, the people you like, the people you don't like, and it's just going to be a disaster. So I'm glad that they can make it work. I personally don't think the methods to make 2,000 a week are sustainable, quite frankly. As someone who worked 60, 70-hour weeks before, it was so exhausting, and I lost weight for all the wrong reasons. So, but hey, you know what? Good for them that they can make that kind of money. Good for them. No. So let's see here. Let's see here. You'll plug us in on your next comeback video. Yep. Mod mine 2K. Okay, yeah, yeah. Uberman doesn't like the bearded guy. Yeah, you know the bearded guy. I can't confirm, but I hear he sent people from his channel to attack mine. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's true, he might want to be careful because that's definitely against the YouTube community guidelines. And if people report him for doing that, he could get his channel suspended. So he better be careful. He, you know, you got to be careful in these feuds. I know that emotions run high, but you don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, man, that's the thing. Some markets you can do 2,000 a week if you are willing to work 80 hours. Albert says I work about 60 hours. I don't rely on surge. And yeah, you know, ideally it would be nice if you didn't have to rely on surge, but sometimes to make the real money you have to. I mean, now you really can't rely on surge anymore, but who knows? You do respect the hustle, though. I agree too. So, Carlos, I don't know who you're calling a loser, so oh, probably someone in this. Nasser said, "You guys are both cool. You guys need to get along. You guys both add a lot of value to the Uber community." Nasser, to be frank, I would like to get along, but he just made it very difficult to get along. And I even sent messages on YouTube to see if we could work it out, but I never heard back. So I don't know if he ignored or just didn't get them. But you know, it's just tough sometimes. Yeah, I agree. A feud needs two people involved, otherwise it's just bullying. And I'm not interested in feuds. I really am not. That's why when I disagree with people, I typically don't name them. And if it's pretty apparent that someone doesn't like me, I try to move on. The only reason I addressed this particular feud, and in hindsight maybe it was a mistake, was because the toxicness was not only spilling into my channel but others people's channels. So I decided to publicly state we're not doing this anymore. I'm just not going to engage. And yeah, you know what? It's all in the video, which I'm sure you guys have seen. And of course, that's also why I disabled the comments. Not because I'm afraid of people, not because I'm afraid of what people are going to say, but because I didn't want it to get... I saw it getting toxic, and I didn't want my subscribers to go to his channel and start picking fights and vice versa. This was just a good, clean breakup as far as I was concerned. So, all right, we're going to move on from that topic. Ali says, I'm going to apply for warehouse jobs. Uber and Lyft is not worth it anymore. The warehouse jobs in my area pay $13.50 an hour. Well, good luck for you. Velenzer said, how can anyone drive without surge at all? Well, it's actually very easy to do. It's just, are you going to make money? That's the question. Newman2772 said, the new upfront surge will force drivers to think twice before picking up people at the bar. Yes, we definitely went over that earlier. Emma Silverhander says, some areas have daily surge and higher rates as compared to other areas that have very low rates and little to no surge. So not usually a fair comparison when talking about how much a driver makes. Yes, but Uber did announce today, and I did talk about it in one of the videos I uploaded today. I forget which one. I think it was the one where they were profitable, that they are discontinuing some of the some of the bonuses and stuff. So that's going to make it hard to make money still. Yeah, Carlos can just be removed from the channel. Thanks for deleting it, Uberman. By the way, Uberman, you can ban him as well. let's see here. Um, let's see here. Carlo. Oh, Carlos is an internet warrior. He's Del. Yeah. Oh, he has 100 accounts. Okay, well, then they'll just ban every one of them. It takes 2 seconds. Let's see here. Valmer said, here in Pittsburgh, the only people I see driving without surge are the ones who bought new fancy cars and are stuck in debt. I think the other people who don't drive without surge are people who are on the Black and Select platforms, because they make good money. Not as good as they used to make, but they do make good money. Let's see here. Driver C said, I've got an original idea that could be huge. I'm a developer and been working on a way for drivers to be more profitable and know which rideshare delivery service would be best to work for me at any time. Ben Moore said, just saw an Uber TV commercial starring our favorite CEO. I did see it. I am working on a video response to that. I'm definitely going to be responding to that one. Let's see here. Oh, you're right. He does come back. It's like a cockroach or something. So let's hear. Oh, thanks, Uberman. I appreciate the $10. You paid for my MoviePass for a month. Thank you. So yeah, whack-a-mole. Yeah, whack-a-Carlos. Let's see here. Albert says, I drive regular Lyft and Uber X without surge. John Titmore said, Jersey market healthy. Even though when it isn't surge, there's enough demand to make $25 an hour. Good for you. Let's see here. MS Silverhair says, why is Uber and Dar afraid to allow comments on his BS YouTube propaganda videos that are totally false and insulting to drivers? Because the videos are insulting to drivers, and it's just, they don't want to hear from us. Let's see here. Uberman said, next time in town, you get my pizza. Oh, thanks, except, yeah, diabetic now. Got to cut back on the pizza. So, at least until I reverse it. So, but most pizza places have salad, so, you know, I can get a salad. Thank you, Al Sadler. I love it. Let's see here. Nasser says, how much do you think Uber drivers keep on average of their earnings? Say, for instance, if you make $200 a day with deprecation gas, how much do you think is actually profit? 75? I don't know, to be honest. It really depends on the car and the gas mileage. But, you know, business expenses are not kind. So, don't worry about it, Randy. The doctor said I need to lose 20 or 30 pounds to try to reverse the diabetes. I've lost 9 so far. I'm on a good path to reversing it. And once I reverse it, it's not that I can never eat that stuff again. I just have to eat less of it, which is what I should have been doing in the first place. I was drinking way too much soda, eating way too much food, and it finally caught up with me. Now, I'm still eating things that I like. I'm still eating the occasional few slices of pizza, but I don't eat the whole thing anymore. I just eat a quarter of it. And I still drink, you know, soda, but I usually drink it once every couple days, and I drink like that much just for flavor. So I'm making the change that I need to get it reversed, and it's just going to be a little different, but I can still enjoy food. So, Sean says, I live in Cincy, so we're getting hit with the new Surge BS, definitely making it tempting to put my Lyft amp in and just go hunt for cash rides like a taxi. Well, be careful about cash rides, but, you know, yeah, I think the new Surge is definitely going to push a lot of people away. Let's see here. MS over here says these 2K a week guys never tell us how much they spend on fuel. It's probably considerable. So let's see here. Yeah, Uberman, you're talking to him. Okay. So, thanks, new man 2772. I'm glad you appreciate everything. Let's see here. Namely said, I did the calculation. I make about $32 an hour and goes down to $22 an hour after expenses, which, in all fairness, that's a pretty good deal. Although, Namely, you tend to do like Uber Eats and DoorDash more, right? So that will change the cost of the gas and the wear and tear on the car significantly if you're doing delivery. So let's see here. Stop being lazy and grow some onions for me, Steve Henry says. I don't like onions. Why would I grow onions? Cash rides means no coverage. I agree, Kevin. Oh, I see. Never mind. So, Emma Silverhammer said, I suggest making an egg frittata with kale, spinach, onions, peppers, and some garlic. That actually sounds pretty good. Dude, you're going to have to, whatever the recipe is, email it to me. That sounds pretty good. Carlos, oh, no, he really doesn't. Like, he's calling me childish names, and he keeps getting booted off, so why would, anyway. Whatever. Kick K-Pup off. So how easy it is. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Al, for your. It's hey, even $1.23. I love it. I love it. That definitely helps. Driver Steve said, "Don't forget, people. Long trips, what you want if the surges aren't happening. Go to the popular tourist locations in wine country and try to get a long trip to the airport in the wee hours of the morning." Yeah, well, the frustrating thing about that, Steve, is that I used to do the airport runs and it would surge in the morning, so I get long rides and it would be like $80 for an hour trip. I loved it. And yet, that's not going to be the case anymore. Now, if I wake up in the morning, I do like an airport run, guess what's going to happen? They're going to pay me an additional $5. That's it. So, let's see here. Moose said, a few days ago, I had a PAX complaint. You had to pay $17 for a ride on Lyft. Then I showed her I only made $11 and explained that both apps were charging the way they charge passengers and pay the driver. Hey, Week Santa, if you're new, welcome. Queen Brooksy said, why hasn't Lyft copied Uber Eats when Eats is profitable? They copy everything. That is a good question. Why haven't they? I mean, heck, they're even launching their own scooter rental service. Yeah, that is weird. Why hasn't Lyft copied that? That's like the one thing Lyft hasn't copied on Uber, and it's the only thing that makes them money. Wow, that's a good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. Wow. That's interesting. Wow, my arm's getting tired. I can hold the phone up a lot longer, though, because I've been lifting some weights. Let's see here. MS Silverhammer said, by the way, starting to see a large proliferation of Uber Express and Uber pool rides. How much less Uber X ride requests come? Yeah, you will. Uberman says, Rideshare's gone to crap. That is why I do cars now. Yep. Let's see here. Let's see here. Do you think the surge is fair for the rider? I don't drive, just asking. I think it is fair. At least it should be. Because here's the thing, and this is why I've told people that surge is a necessary evil. I know no one likes it. I know it's price gouging. But here's the thing. As long as we're not employees, who knows how long that's going to last, but as long as we're not employees, basically we have to do this at will. If there's no surge, there's not a lot of incentive for people to drive the bar hours, which are very dangerous, and there's no reason for them to drive holidays when they would rather be doing something with their family or their friends. Surge gets those people out. Like, I have not celebrated a New Year's Eve party for 3 years, specifically because of surge. But if it wasn't surging, or if it was upfront pricing surging, I wouldn't even bother. So, there it is. B. Edgar, I look thinner. Well, thank you. I have lost 9 pounds, and I'm hoping to lose another 40 more. Yep. Let's see here. William says, I worked up a surge boost to a plus $9.98, and I waited online downtown for an hour without work, so I headed home. Minutes away from home, I Get a request that's 19 minutes away. No, thank you. Driver C says, I don't do bar club pickups, done and over with. Well, a lot of people don't, but a lot of people have because there's a lot of good money to be made in that. But good thing about Carlos is every time he logs into the stream, he watches another ad. That is true. Let's see here. Moose said, I made the mistake of taking 2 Uber Eats McDonald's jobs and made a whopping $7 in 40 minutes. No wonder Uber Eats is profitable. Yeah. Oh, hey, Paul, how you doing? Melvin said, you guys losing weight and I stay at 209 with diabetes. Well, right now, it's funny you mentioned that. I am currently 209 pounds with diabetes. But a few weeks ago, I was 219 pounds with diabetes. I'm hoping to get to 180, and hopefully the diabetes can start being reversed at that point. Alien. Oh, yeah, Alien. I get it now. Rideshare Professor looks like he's losing his mind over Uber. Man, I'm at 220 pounds. Yep. The Black is Beautiful said, good job. Congrats on your weight loss. I can thank you. I'm very proud of it myself. Let's see here. Emma Silverhammer said, wow, you just made me think that Uber will screw up the next New Year's Eve ride by changing the search formula. I usually make 300, 400 for a few hours working. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. First New Year's Eve I worked, I made like $800 in 8 hours. It was insane. The last couple of New Year's Eve, between $350 and $500 each. So that was very good. I don't anticipate making nearly that much this year. I might do New Year's Eve one more time just to see how the new surge affects the earnings I make, but that would pretty much be my swan song to Rideshare. So I'm about to go on Huel. What's Huel? William, I am looking into the keto diet to try to reverse the diabetes. Nicer. I am hitting the gym. I'm not doing the cardio yet, but it's on the list of things to do. I'm starting simple with walking, treadmill, the bicycle, and small weightlifting. That's how I've started. Really, Joe, you or Dark Road Run, you have diabetes? I didn't realize that. William Chavez said baking soda cures diabetes. I wish. Paul, what are you doing to drop the... Yeah, just eating less, walking more. You do have to exercise a little bit. B. Edgar says you will not get to the ideal weight. Your body is different now. Oh, I know. The days of the ideal weight is gone, but I'm still young enough where I can get it to a better weight. The doctor said I am in one of the best positions to reverse this, and I'm going to give it my all. So let's see here. Oh, you have a... I see. There's a link you have. I'm going to... Okay, so I guess I'm going to look that link up in this, in my, Surface here. While I'm waiting for that, let's see here. In San Francisco Bay Area, they made all public transportation free, so I hardly have made any money on New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's definitely something they would do. Now, where is that link? Oh, there it is. Click it. And what's this Huel? Lonely vids. Okay, so apparently that's what Huel powder is. Free shaker and free t-shirt. What is Huel? The future of food. Huel is a super convenient, complete food. It provides an optimum balance of proteins, carbs, essential fats, fiber, and all 27 essential vitamins and minerals. Huel is high in protein and fiber, very low in sugar, is made from sustainable ingredients, oats, pea, protein, brown rice, protein, Fixed seed, sunflower, coconut plus a bee, spoke vitamin, and mineral blend. 100% vegan, better than the environment for the environment and animals, requires minimal packaging, has a shelf life of 12 months, so zero food waste. Has a low of GI 27, is filling, and costs as little as $1.95 for a $500 calorie meal. You'll have satisfying oaty and light vanilla taste. Don't just take our word for it. Read some testimonies. Okay, so interesting. Well, I might consider giving it a try. Who knows? Might be worth it. Oh, Jermaine Ellis uses it too. Okay. So, Emma still here. Man, some of you drivers need to get out of the car seat and walk, hike, bike, swim, and change the diet to something like the paleo diet. Well, here's the thing, and the funny thing is, like, I actually saw a. It's really funny. I saw some random video on YouTube. Some guy was complaining to me about my diabetes. It was really funny because it was so juvenile. He's like, yeah, this fat effer, got diabetes, and totally surprised. Like, hey, tell you what, guess what? You go to Pepsi for your drink, get diabetes. Gonna eat McDonald's every day, you're gonna get diabetes. And he's like, maybe you should be driving more and working. And the funny thing about that comment or comments like that is, people who do rideshare for a living typically gain more weight than the average person, because if you think about it, you're sitting down all day and you're not getting exercise. And what are you eating most of the day? You're eating fast food because it's really convenient. So, yeah, I've known people who've driven Uber for a few years who have gained a lot of weight because of Uber. So, anyway, that guy was a jerk. Anyway, he actually made my favorite YouTube rideshare person seem nice in comparison. So, let's see here. Velzer said, I started lifting weights 2 years ago, but when it comes to cardio, I just bought electric bicycle, LOL. Good evening or good morning. It's a good evening for me. John Titter, did you write the theme song? Yeah, I actually need to get an intro for my channel. Dante says, you can raise your metabolism by drinking lots of coffee. 3 to 4 coffees a day will do it. I don't really drink coffee. I'll look it up to see if that's true, and if it is, then maybe I'll start, but, Driver Steve said, losing weight is 80% of what you eat, and only 20% is your workout. This is from a pro bodybuilder, 25 years, who had trained me for a short time. I believe it. And that's why I'm making some long-term changes in how I eat. Let's see here. Ask your doctor about Bidruan. If he agrees, it cuts all your meds. 1 self-injection a week, no other meds, and it helps lose weight. I think I'll try to lose weight the natural way first. So I appreciate the suggestion, though. Let's see here. Randy's Franca knows why the weight loss. I worked out for years and didn't help my sugars. No carbs. It did help. Okay, good to know. Let's see here. Ultra Al said, sadly it's true, but a lot of jobs have you sitting, desk jobs, etc. Yeah, I work for myself, and I sit a lot for what I do. On the positive end of things, because I'm self-employed, I actually do make it a point to walk or do something. Junichi Ono, boy, I really wish I had finished learning my Japanese. Hajime mashite. Wish I could read the text. I can't, but welcome to the channel. Namely, try being a dog walker. I charge $35 per dog. Can't believe people. I actually currently have a pending application for WAG, so we'll see how that works out. Junichi, I'm gonna have to just translate those later because I can't. I mean, I can read some of the symbols, but the channel. Oh, hey, I'm caught up. Caught up with everyone. Okay, Malachi, have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna have a few videos up probably around 1 a.m. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. And wow, we've been doing this for more than an hour. So is everyone still get okay? Should we be wrapping this up soon, or you know, whatever? So I speak a little like very very little Japanese. Like I know hajime mashite, arigato gozaimasu, gomen nasai, suzume, suzume, but it's very very little. You're going back to driving once the live stream is over. I'll settle there as long as you go. We all know some people. Yeah, I actually don't know the dirty words for in Japanese. So, but you have a great night. Great. All right, Randy. See you later. So, Discord. Discord. What? I don't. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know, but Mr. Roboto, yep, that was a good song. That was a very good song. Man, my arm's getting tired. So, All right, see you later, Al. All right, let's see here. I'll look it up. By Duran. What is this? Take it. I take it that's it. Well, I will read about it. Watch any good anime recently? Finishing up Lupin the Third Part 4, and I just finished watching an anime called Orange that I really, really like. I also liked Sweetness and Lightning, and despite my better judgment and suspicion that I was done with the franchise, I have decided to start watching Baruto. So, let's see here. Do key finders work? Yes, they do. I recommend Tile. Tile is a very good way to find your keys for if you have an app on your phone and you tap it and it makes like a noise. It's really good. Will it work on Toyota? Well, the way it works. Let me put the phone down for a second, guys. As I try to find the keys. Here we go. So with Tile, you put this thing on here and you press the button on the cell phone. So this thing makes like this loud noise. You can find it. And then in reverse, if you press the Tile button, your phone will start ringing. So you can actually use it also to find your cell phone, which is really nice. So, yeah. So yes, Kevin, it will work on Toyota. It'll work on anything because it's just you just add it to the keychain. $400 per day to walk dogs. Wow. Yep. There's a lot of money in dog walking, like way more. Oh, hey, Richard, how you doing? Yeah, we've been going for a while. Sorry you missed the MoviePass giveaway, but maybe next time. Because I've got a couple more links to give away for MoviePass. But anyway. Let's see here. Tea Eats. How's your health doing? Oh, my health is doing fine. I've said this a lot tonight, but yep, lost 9 pounds. I need to lose 20 to 30 to, get in a better position. So I think we're gonna make it. And I'd actually ideally like to lose 40, but let's aim for 30. So so eh. So anyway, yeah, we're any other questions, guys, for the just chilling live stream? Any good question? I have a show box on my phone. I just loaded Tubi. Nominally, do you like dogs? I love dogs. Kevin Joseph, is there hope for us drivers? Yes, there is. There are a couple companies. I'm not going to name them, but I'm aware they are coming out. And they are coming out to challenge Uber. And they are going to challenge Uber by giving better conditions to the drivers. And I don't know when they're coming out, but I know that they're coming. So there's a little hope. All right, see you, Paul. Who says weight loss also helps high blood pressure? Yeah, well, yeah. I have high blood pressure too. Well, I've always struggled with high blood pressure. I struggled with high blood pressure even when I wasn't diabetic, although I have been obese a good chunk of my life, which was never a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, as hard as it is, I am happy that I'm taking the steps because it's not good not being healthy. So, I need to get healthy. Hey, Crystal. How you doing? Always happy to see you around. So, all right. See you later, Emma Silverhammer. I think people are getting tired, so I think we're gonna wrap this up, folks. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the comments on my weight loss. For those of you who might have been not watching this live, thank you for sticking around. And I will be doing another live stream this week, just to let you guys know. Everyone who's in here, I will do another live stream this week. Let's say Friday around. Oh, you're welcome, Kevin, for the MoviePass. Let's say Friday around 9:30. We'll do another live stream, and we'll see if we can't get it to 3 hours. But anyway, for those of you who are watching this after the fact, comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. Yep. Thank you all for joining us. You have a good night, Crystal. You have a good night, Namali. Have a good night, Richard and B. Edgar. You all have a good night. As always, thanks for hanging with me. And oh yeah, flame responsibly. Have a good one.